Okay, you might mute yourself when you're doing stuff. Hey guys! All right, let's turn the
Hey
camera on real
guys.
quick. Oh, it doesn't work when the screen sharing is on. Oh, John, did we lose you? Wow, awesome. Hey guys,
I'm
so,
here. I'm here.
okay, great. All right, there we are both. All right, awesome. Well, there you go. Good morning, good evening, good night, good afternoon. Let's jump in. This is one of the last minute webinars and with new content and new excitement and fresh content and fresh ideas for you guys. I want to really be respectful of your time and jump right into content. We have a full room and a full room of excitement. We'll chat in just a minute. Let's just launch into the awesomeness of this webinar, all right? So let's see.
Do
Now
it.
means my camera is off and your camera is off. Okay, so let's go. Now, so check this out. We have, of course, the Pixel Mastery Live event in Los Angeles 2017 coming up in only 3 or 4 days, right? It starts on the 14th. And so you got to get your tickets going, but more on that later. Our webinar today is about these awesome results. This is the screenshot from yesterday. It's a client store that we've been working with for the past 2 weeks, and these results are obviously awesome. I'll show you also the screenshot here from the Facebook account that correlates. This is yesterday's total ad spend. That's just under 27,000. And here you can see the tracked result in Facebook. This is kind of low, and I'll explain why that is so low later. All right. To put that in perspective a little bit, these are the results over the past couple of weeks, starting on June 25th. You can see we're on a streak here in this store. This is the first day where it reached over 100,000, and this here stayed over 100,000. And until yesterday, that's the pillar here of the 162,000 almost. All right. And also here, corresponding results on, actually, these are not, yeah, no, these are not the corresponding results. Let me see. Here they are. Okay, there you go. So this is the corresponding result on the Facebook ad spend for this period, 300,000. And there you can see the tracked results here and the tracked results here. So we'll go more into the details on that. I guess I have some stuff going. So let's put a disclaimer here because obviously these results are not typical. We're not going to tell you that you will see the same results ever in your accounts, okay? These are exceptional results, but they are possible. And we actually have quite a few students from past events that we've conducted and from past training that we've done with them, that they've done with us, that have had very similar results. And, you know, with these big, huge screenshots, I'm always kind of reluctant about sharing them because I want to make sure that we understand that the results that you can get with e-commerce and with Facebook ads are going to be life-changing. And that is the main point. Life-changing results for one person might be having $5,000 in independent income, net profits for the month, okay? Because that means that you can quit your job, quit your day job, and really put all of your effort into generating independent results for yourself and be independent from a boss, be independent from what the economy does, be independent from what political swings do for you or against you, be independent of what the economy in your specific country does. Okay, we're talking about worldwide opportunities here that blow the chances and the opportunities that you might have wherever you are right now locally completely out of the water and completely out of proportions. Okay, so these big screenshots, I know they're sexy and I know they're really, you know, exciting and they're exhilarating and they're motivating, but at the same time, I love it when I get a result from a student that shows me the first day over $1,000. That shows the very first sale on a new idea, on a new offer. That shows small steps, baby steps that show that you're sticking with your vision, you're sticking with the belief in yourself, the belief in the method, and the belief that you can make it and that you can get great results. So big screenshots, always, always, always allow them to motivate you. Never allow them to frustrate you and to think that you can't be as good as that. You can't be as good as Thomas. You can't be as good as Thomas's clients. You can never become Thomas's clients or John's clients. Okay, never ever let any kind of negative thought like this enter your mind. And one thing I got to say about that, you ought to stay away from Facebook groups. Facebook groups have become more and more jaded, and really, I'll call it cynical. You know, people throw up screenshots and then, you know, question results, poo-poo results that don't look, you know, stellar, poo-poo results that look stellar, and just always tear everything down. It's like, you know, this is a form of competition. This is a form of knocking off people who are not going to stick with it because they're going to be intimidated and impressed by negative feedback of any kind. Okay, so don't get into that, and just stay positive and stay focused. Now, here's the important piece of the disclaimer. These same results, or even similar results, or even any good results, will not be achieved with each product or each offer. You have to put some special thought and effort into creating your specific product offer, into knowing what your audiences want, what they will buy. You will have to step up your game above the level of just plain imitating and stealing other people's offers. You're going to have to put some thought into what would you do? How would this feel to you if you could make this kind of purchase? How would you respond to the creative? How would you respond to the offer? And how would you respond to the landing page and the, you know, the kind of messages, the kind of imagery, the kind of feel of, you know, the social feel of them landing on your website? So take that all into account and come up with extraordinary stuff. You know, stop imitating and stop ripping other stuff off and trying to make a quick buck that way. Okay, so I'm going to talk a little bit about the testing system and the scaling system and how the two connect. And I just want to highlight really some important points that I want to make here so that you can get guidance and a guideline on this that you can follow. Okay, so you can follow this every step along the way, and you will get the success that you put into this system with your offers. Now, the first thing is a testing system that's truly a system must be reliable for testing any offer. What does that mean? Well, it means that if you run an offer through that system, through that testing system, and it doesn't work, that means that's a bad offer. Okay? It does not mean it's a bad system. It does not mean that Facebook is broken yet again since yesterday or since last week or since April or since May or whatever. These are excuses that are like the dog ate my homework, right? Remember the famous excuse when you don't have the homework, the dog ate my homework. Blame anything and everything except your offer. And that's a lot of times what people do, right? But you have to get back on that and establish your testing system so that you believe the results that come out of your system, and you draw the conclusion that because you believe the result of the testing system, you ought to change what you put into the testing system. You ought not to change your testing system, because if you change your testing system, you move the goalposts. You don't know what to go for anymore. You don't know where to shoot the ball. You don't know what counts once you win the game. All right. So trust the testing system. Creatives are extremely important. Okay. If anything, do not test without killer creatives. Do not just rip off product images from AliExpress and run them as Facebook ads and put them on your storefront, on your product pages. It's not going to cut it, particularly not on successful products that are already being promoted by everybody and their brothers. So this is the method for failure: is imitate other people, steal other offers, rip off the simple product images that everybody and their brother is promoting, and try to do it this way. So that is the recipe against a system that works. So just do the opposite of this. Create killer creatives. Make killer creatives. It's in the video editing. The video editing is important. It has to be extremely engaging. You need to have great photos. Make great photos or get great photos, and make great videography or get great videography. Where can you get that? Well, simple. If you go with a dropship product, you got to get better products, better product images, and better product videos than the standard stuff that is sitting around on AliExpress. Okay, so one way is to ask the merchant to get you better photos. Make better photos. Tell them exactly what you want and get them to make that for you. The other way, let me just see if I can get these to turn off. I think I'm not in a position to turn them off right now. Well, whatever. So just ignore them. If you see anything pop up on the screen, just don't look. So you can ask your merchants. You can, of course, also order your product and look at it and take your own photos and take your own videos. Okay, there are simple YouTube videos that give you instructions on how to build a nice little white box where you can make killer photos of small things. You can also make very simple videos, sometimes that you have handheld. I did an interview with Frank Keeney the other day, and he said, no, you know what, videos are really extremely important. I have a video, my video camera is sitting on a tripod so that I'm making sure that everything is not moving around in ways that I can't have. So shoot for really killer videos and make them really engaging. So highly engaging cuts. Get inspired when you go into a sports bar and you watch the commercials between the sports broadcasts. They're extremely fast paced. There's a cut almost every half second, every second for sure. So you need to not only capture your audience's attention, you need to also keep it, okay, and hold it. So there has to be something moving around in your video at all times, okay? Now, let's talk a little bit about reporting accuracy, because this is a hang-up that gets a lot of people caught up. They're getting tied up, hung up over missing reporting data. And this is kind of a hang-up, a point of hang-up that happens before you even ever really seriously add traffic and run traffic. But here is the truth of that. This is the reality of Facebook ads. And it doesn't really matter much how you implement the pixel in your Shopify store. That matters very little to that. That is not the main thing why you want to use Trackify. Reporting accuracy in the Facebook reports is mostly messed up because number one, Facebook reports aren't designed to report sales and results and conversions from traffic other than paid impressions of your ad posts. The problem is that your ad posts can be seen by people outside of paid ads, outside of running paid traffic to these posts. And from that come a lot of organic traffic and a lot of organic sales. And Facebook Reports is designed to not report this, organic traffic. A lot of times people order after saving the link on your homepage, and they might order from a different device, and they might order when they're not logged into Facebook. These cannot be reported, even though they're initially coming from Facebook. Those types of sales cannot be reported in Facebook Reports because they are technical shortcomings. And then, of course, as you grow, the more traffic you get, the more likelihood is that you actually get traffic from other sources. People will go on Google and search for something that they remember from your website or from your product or from your ad. And they'll find your website and your Shopify store in different ways. And they'll come back and they won't be logged into Facebook. And that's that. If you have an email follow-up system, people are a lot of times are not logged into Facebook when they make the purchase. And even if they have previously reached your store in the first place through a paid ad, they will not be trackable for Facebook Reports when that happens. Now, it gets somewhat better over time. What does that mean? Well, there are typically delays in Facebook reporting. Okay, that means that the day itself, the day you run the ads and the day you see sales happening, there are delays of data and there are delays of report. So where you can see that today's numbers are typically a lower percentage of your Shopify sales than if you're looking a little bit further back over time. Case in point, here is again yesterday's data, and I want you to look at the orders in the store. So there's just over 1,600 orders in the store, and here's the reported total. This is the total number of purchases that are reported in Facebook Reports yesterday, and you can see that's just under 900. So this is just a little bit better than 50%, right? 900 over 1,600, that's just a little bit better than 50%. So only about 50% of all sales, even if you have this many sales, or maybe particularly if you have this many sales, only about 50% are going to show up. Now, if you start out and you're running small budget ads and you have the first few sales, the lower your numbers are, the less statistically significant and relevant your numbers are, and the more absolute inaccuracy can come into your numbers. So if you have your first 10 sales, it's perfectly normal and disappointing, but yet perfectly normal, that only 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 of them may be showing up in your reports. And there's nothing wrong with the system, and there's nothing wrong with the pixel. There's nothing wrong with the way the pixel is working in your Shopify store. This is the way that Facebook Reports are designed and working. So embrace it and don't let it frustrate you. Okay? A lot of times I'm sitting in Trackify customer service. I'm reviewing the tickets there. Probably 6 out of 10 tickets are about reporting inaccuracy. And I always give the places to look. You can go to Pixel Dashboard, you can go to Facebook Analytics, you can see the actual events coming in there and convince yourself that yes, Facebook is actually receiving the events from your Shopify store, but yet they're not showing up in Facebook Reports. So the problem is what I call an attribution problem, right? Because the sales, the results that are coming into Facebook with the pixel events that are fired in your Shopify store are not attributed to a specific ad or ad set. And that is a problem inside Facebook. It happens for all different kinds of different reasons. Some of them I've already explained before. The point here is you can run against this, but it's fighting windmills. It is not going to make anything better that you frustrate yourself by looking at a lack of reporting data. You get frustrated about it and you stop trusting your ads. You think, oh, I can't know which ads to push and which ads not to push. Well, you need to create more results so that more of your results, an absolute higher number of your results are showing up, and thus you get sufficient data in your ads that you can navigate and steer the plane. All right, that is the reality. So now let's look at the longer period of time that shows a little bit that over time these numbers actually do get better, and there's data delays in there that improve over time, and there are other aspects that make these things work better over time, and just the reporting seems to kind of fill in. One of the big reasons for this is that the look back period is 28 days. So all of a sudden now reported sales from older traffic shows up in your reports, and that fills in over time. All right, so you can see here in this 2-week time frame we have 16,000 orders, and out of these 16,000 orders we have a total of 12,000 orders reported. Now, what is that? That's 2/3, right? So that's 66%. So from just over 50% on just the data from yesterday, the reported sales here over a 2-week time frame went up to 66%. Now, that still may seem to you like a very low number, but again, embrace it, don't fight it, make your ads in such a way that the reporting will give you enough data so that you can make the decisions based on the data that you're getting. All right. Now let's move from testing to scaling. So here is a really important tip. Identify your winning products. Okay. So even if you have a very small store that has only a few products, but even more so if you have a broad store where you have maybe, hundreds or at least dozens of products, there's always going to be some products that are really the winners. So even if you have products that are essentially in the same niche, find the one that is far and above the best product that you have out there. And then what you want to do for that is you want to create a custom conversion. Okay, so you go into Facebook and you create a custom conversion. You can do it based on the product ID, or you can do it based on the niche tag from Trackify. You can also, if you have two products that are really close side by side, you can put 2 product IDs in there or more product IDs. But I would recommend that you narrow down your optimization here. That's the purpose. Okay, so it's counterintuitive. Normally you think, oh, the more data I get, the better. But actually for scaling, it can be a little bit in the reverse, that as long as you get enough data, then more specialized data is better than more broad data. And that is what a custom conversion does for you. So if you can identify a winning product or a small subset of winning products, then create a custom conversion for those and have the optimization run on the custom conversion, right? Optimize for the custom conversion. And that is actually regardless of how many pixels you use. So if you use Trackify Platinum and you have multiple pixels going on in your same Shopify store, and if you advertise them for multiple ad accounts, whatever, find the one that is most successful. Take the pixel that applies to that, take the ad account that applies to that successful product, and create a custom conversion for that and optimize for that. So that really, really helps. Now, here is the purchase value reporting. There are a couple of points here. Test the 10% option in Trackify. In the Trackify advanced settings, there are new settings there. Well, we've introduced them maybe about 2 or 3 months ago, and it was actually an idea that Demian and Caceres gave us. And so I want to give credit here for Demian for the idea to implement that in this way. And I really like the idea. So the idea is who knows if or what Facebook is doing when they know exactly what the value of our purchase transactions are. Okay, so the idea was, well, let's maybe experiment with different values of the purchase event so that Facebook doesn't know exactly what the conversion value is on our end. And therefore, you know, they can't do any kind of shenanigans that they might be doing by knowing that exact number. Now, Damien suggested that we use, you know, so some people tested with lower conversion value reporting, lower than the actual value. And Damien came up with this idea, well, what if we put 10% of the actual value in there? Because then what happens is we can, out of the reported amount in the Facebook reports, a real person knowing that that's 10% can very easily see what the real number is. So in this case, that's why I have this kind of blurry, blown up screenshot here. So in this case, we use the 10% reporting option, and that means the total purchase value that is reported here as 107,000 is actually 10 times that, because we had all of the purchases that went into this here were reported at 10% of the value of the true value. So that means the number that shows up here now is exactly 10%, and that means that 10 times that is the actual reported value. Because that's, you know, 1,070,000 is the actual report, the actual value, the actual purchase value, as opposed to just the reported purchase value. And that 10% option is what we're using in this highly scaled store. So I want to pass this on to you and let you know that this is available in Trackify. You can test it. There's no proof that this works in general. There's no proof that Facebook does any kind of shenanigans on full value reporting. There's no proof that the 10% option is any better. However, this store here was scaled from a baseline of about 15 to 20,000 per day, which they had actually declined to after being hit pretty hard by the Facebook changes in April. So they had declined to this level of about 15 to 20,000. And these are basically the basic changes that we made, was create a custom conversion to optimize for the best converting product, put the 10% option into Trackify. And with those two technical changes, now these are what I call technical changes, that, you know, kind of tap into Facebook pixel optimization and what happens on the back end there. So these two technical changes, then the next 4 days we went from 20 to 40 to 60 to 70 to just over 100, and we never dipped below 100 for the past 10 days, and I don't expect that streak to end anytime soon. Okay, so that is a tip, insider tip here on how to test something else. All right, now let's look at audiences. The whole scaling model works based on highly specialized lookalike audiences. And the way that I look at this is I'm moving my audiences from cold audiences to hot audiences. And what you want to do is you want to segment the overall audience that is your target audience on Facebook. You want to segment them into where they don't know anything about your store, but they might be interested in that particular product, to where they know something about your store. They may have seen a video. They may have clicked on a link and clicked on an ad. They may have visited your product, and they may have, you know, watched another video on your website. They may have added a product to the cart, and so forth. So the more they move from the cold audience that is on Facebook, has never heard about your product, has never heard about your store, the closer they move into having, you know, almost finished the purchase but haven't purchased yet. But even if they have purchased, they're even hotter at then. So you want to segment these audiences, analyze them very carefully, make as many meaningful separate segments as possible, and then target each segment separately. Extend your conversion funnel back to Facebook. So there are some new Facebook features in Facebook that have recently improved the way that you can retarget and target people based on interaction, kind of supplemented the need for moving people over to your website and triggering pixel events for them in order to be able to segment them and target them differently. So this is what I call the backward funnel extension, and it works like this. The funnel on your website is on your store is view content, which fires on the product page, add to cart, which fires when they add the product to the cart, purchase, which fires on the thank you page, right? These are the basic 3 steps of the funnel, and those are important to segment and separate. In addition to that, you can extend your funnel backwards to events that happen on Facebook, and the most important ones there are post engagement and video views. You can also pick page engagement, post engagement, and video views. So these events are important because they allow you now to create custom audiences on Facebook based on these Facebook site events, okay? So these events, video views and post engagement, those are things that happen on Facebook before you move them over to your website, before you ever see any pixel fires, and before you get these audiences closer to you. It's important to extend your funnel backwards and consider these Facebook site events for custom audiences because they allow you to move people effectively from colder audiences on Facebook to warmer audiences on Facebook, and they allow you therefore then to target and retarget the warmer audiences in different ways, in more effective ways, and therefore it allows you to run cheaper ads, save on your ads, increase on your conversions because you're showing the right things to the right audiences, and you waste less money in showing the wrong things to cold audiences that will never get warm. So this is one way of helping Facebook optimize your campaigns. And you know, there's so much going on right now about doubting that Facebook optimization works, that the pixel does anything for optimizing your campaign. I think this is all mostly hogwash. I think actually I have a slide on this later, so remind me if I don't get back to that. So anyway, so on all of these custom audiences, you're now building lookalike audiences. So you can build custom audiences from the different segments of video views. There are some percentages of video views. So 50%, I think 25% is the lowest, 50%, 75%, 95%. That means someone who has watched 95% of a specific video. That would be someone who can be, all that can be captured into one custom audience. Everybody who has watched 50% of one specific video you can capture that into another custom audience. And you should capture them all separately into custom audiences and see how large are these custom audiences, each one of them. And then they're also on video views, they're also second, amount of seconds watched events that you can also use to capture custom audiences with them. And you want to set up all the custom audiences for the different video view segments, and then look at them and look at how big they get. So as you can probably guess, the lower amounts of seconds watched are always going to be larger audiences than more seconds watched. The lower percentages watched of duration of your video views audiences will always be smaller custom audiences. No, I mean larger custom audiences than the higher percentages watched. And it obviously also has something to do with how long your video is. If you put a 15-minute video on there, your 95% watched audiences will be way smaller than the 3 seconds watched. But if you put a video in there that has to do with a product presentation, maybe, or showing how a product works, or showing how a product is unpacked, and maybe that video is 30 seconds or a minute, then 10 seconds watched means that's already a third of the video watched. So 50% audience might not be that much smaller than the 10-second audience, and you can tell if you still have a lot of people still watching at 75%. That must be a really engaging and good video. Okay, so when you look at these different custom audiences, you build lookalike audiences out of all of the ones that are significant. So any custom audience that has more than 100 to 300 members can be turned into an effective lookalike audience. And so that's what you want to do. And then you can target, and so you can actually do two different things. You can specifically retarget the custom audiences themselves. So that means those are the actual people who watched the video, so much percent of the video, or so many seconds, the actual people. So you can actually run ads to the actual people who did that, who took these actions. And then with a lookalike audience, you can expand the reach and the range of your audiences that you can target, because these are not the same people that have taken the actions, but those are people that Facebook can identify as very similar to the people that have taken these actions. So it's more likely that they will also be wanting to take these actions. So if you make a lookalike audience out of a 50% video view custom audience, and you run new video view ads for that lookalike audience, that's a good idea to keep going into colder audiences back and warming them up with those Facebook side engagement actions. All right, let's talk about microdata for a little bit. When you use Trackify, the default setting in Trackify is that microdata is disabled. That has in the past protected some really successful campaigns from tanking and being trashed. I find that microdata is settling down a little bit, but you still want to make sure that you have proper support by your theme for the microdata, okay? So if you have no great campaigns currently, just go ahead and enable microdata, but just make sure that the schema.org data block is not empty on product pages. So you want to make sure that the schema.org data block inside the microdata is not empty in the product pages. You can go to help.retarget.com and search for microdata. You'll get a detailed article that explains there. So if you have great campaigns and the microdata is disabled currently, keep it disabled. If you have no great campaigns right now, enable microdata. Make sure that schema.org is filled out in the product pages by your theme and it's properly supported, and then just move along. So it seems like this initial hysteria over microdata being the main culprit of Facebook breaking things throughout the time period between April and May when they rolled this out has settled down and calmed down a little bit. And the more we move into more data that is mostly with microdata, the less it really matters that now you're creating a difference between your data with or without microdata on your pixel. So here's a manual bidding recipe. The results that we showed you in this particular store, in this particular scaling, were almost exclusively, and that is, I just say almost because I don't clearly remember if there's any single auto bid campaign still in the mix right now. It is 98% for sure manual bidding. I know that for sure. And manual bidding is clearly a scaling technique, but I personally like to use manual bidding even for testing as well. And here's how I do it. You set the budget high and you start with a high bid. I start with a high bid. These days, I usually start with a bid of at least 35, sometimes 45, sometimes 65. And then you want to look at your traffic and dial it in by lowering the bid according to ad performance. What does that mean? It means that the ad sets that have great sales and high bids, you leave them alone. The ad sets that have sales but not great CPA at high bid, you lower the bid. And the ad sets that have no sales, you lower the bid even more, okay? And then you just whittle your way down. Now, you can always kind of take a cue from how much lower you should set your bid from the actual cost of the event. So as soon as you get any sales, as soon as you get anything going, you know what your cost per purchase is going to be. And this is going to be a guideline for what you need to lower the manual bids to. All right, so if you lower it below that, that's likely to turn off traffic. If you lower it pretty close to that, you'll get very little traffic most of the time. If you keep a pretty good distance distance to the actual cost, you will likely get a little bit more traffic or even a lot of traffic. For testing and scaling ads management, you should always follow the 80-20 rule. Here's a quick couple of examples of what the 80-20 rule means. It means that 20% of ads are going to get 80% of good results, or 20% of your test offers are going to get 80% of your good results. That's not always exactly 20% and exactly 80%. But it just says the rule of thumb of the 80-20 rule, which is also known as the Pareto principle, says that a small amount of something will get you the large amount of results. And that actually makes things a little bit easier, because you really just need to identify the 20% that gets you really great results and ask yourself, how can I get more of those results happening? And then you identify the 20% of the worst results, and you just turn those off and don't use these ad sets anymore. Okay, every day when I'm in scaling, I ask myself, how can I increase my good results by X% in the next Y days? All right. So if I have a store that I have $2,000 revenue a day, I look at it and I ask myself, where is the best opportunity? What would I do if I had to double my results in the next 2 to 3 days? And doubling your results in a relatively short period of time is usually possible from wherever your starting point is, and it's usually possible without giving up too much of your current ROI. Okay, so ask that key question: what do I need to do to increase my good results by so much in the next few days? Always keep that 80-20 principle in mind, because the key to the answer of this question is always finding the few ads that are doing really well and figuring out how to run those types of ads to more people. One thing I want to put in here that I don't have in any slides, but I just want to make a quick aside on this, and that is that it often you see very different results from day to day, and you have to get away from looking at day-to-day results every single day or on an hourly basis. When you're doing manual bidding, you have to manage your bids in the morning and in the midday and then again in the evening. So you have to look at your results all the time, but you draw different conclusions of your results, of the results that you see at different times of days. So typically, in any store, in any ad account that I look at, a new day typically starts pretty bad. You know, so that's normal. That's because of reporting time frames. It's because of data lag. It's because of what type of traffic ends up converting and when people buy versus when people see the ads. So there's more complexity below that, but you just don't let yourself get impressed by that. You also often see dramatically different results from one day to the next. The best thing you can do to eliminate that, hysteria that comes from looking at diverse results from day to day, is don't look at daily results, but look back and look at weekly results. Try to combine the results in your Facebook reports into weekly results. This is a really good recipe, even for relatively low traffic. So what you do is you go into ads and reports and you go to the breakdowns. And in the breakdowns, you go into the time breakdown section where you can choose days, and there you want to choose weeks by week, okay, breakdown by week. And that actually gets you a much better set of data and a better amount of data together that is going to be more statistically relevant. So that is even more true for smaller stores, but it's also really helpful for larger stores because it levels out the noise. Reporting like statistical data analysts actually call this noise. It's data noise. You can see the same thing also in stats that come, for example, in stock trading. There's a lot of noise that's going on from minute results. There's 1 hour results go up, the stock goes up. The next hour, the stock goes back down. And there are short-term results that are not giving you a good picture of how everything works on a bigger scale. And therefore, gathering more data up and looking at it over a longer period of time will give you better information and a better way to optimize and scale your ads than if you look at everything all the time on a day-to-day basis. You have to learn ads management on a day-to-day basis and even hour-to-hour basis. You have to learn, you have to know when to slow down your video view optimized ads, because they're taking on a higher percentage of your overall daily ad spend. But these things are a little bit more complex than what I can tell you in detail about here. I promise I'll tell more about this at the event, and we'll invite you to join us at the event a little bit later here. So phase 3 scaling, that is what we're calling anything that has to do with increasing your AOV, that is your average order value, and your LTV, that is your customer lifetime value. And those are aspects that go into back ends, that's funnels that sell more stuff to the people that you have already sold to. Developing matching back-end offers. Of course, retargeting. Retargeting is always super important. And shooting out email sequences to your buyers, to your non-buyers. You know that in Shopify, your customers, it's actually very interesting discovery there. Your customers, when you go into your customers in Shopify and you order, so go to Shopify and go to the customers menu. Now you organize your customers by how much they purchase, so by the total value of that customer. And you order them by highest to lowest. And then you scroll down the list, you go down the list, and you keep going down. At the bottom of the list, you will see a whole bunch of customers that will have 0 value. Well, you go, why are they customers? Actually, they're not, but they're in Shopify's email list, in the list of leads that Shopify has captured, and that's in part by abandoned carts. That's probably most of them. That might be by some sort of lead page that you have set up there, and it's set so that Shopify can capture them. Sometimes you can use the create an account but don't buy anything feature in Shopify to do that as well. And so all of these emails that are there in Shopify are called customers, and you should tap into that and send out emails to all of them, but possibly different sequences for different segments there. And that way you can really focus on traffic. So the key to building out these back-end offers is that when you have them in place, you can focus on traffic. You can direct your focus away from making a huge profit on the front end, because you know that all these back-end sequences, these back-end systems are making you super extra bonus cash flow, and that contributes to the overall profitability in your store. All right, now calling back to John. I think, John, this is your section here for a moment.
Hey, Thomas. Let's tackle some questions before we get into the next section. Yeah,
do we have a
number
question?
of questions.
All right, awesome.
We have a number of questions. We have some awesome questions, and I reckon we could tackle them first, and then we'll get into the next section.
Okay. All right. Do you want to? I can see them myself, too.
Yeah.
You organize a little bit.
So, yeah, sure. So Mario, it says, for this client, are you using OCU, Cart Hook, or Shopify checkout?
It's at the moment it's just straight Shopify checkout.
Awesome. So why manual bidding ads die out in the 7 days, but frequency is only at 1.6? So frequency of why they die out.
Well, they don't necessarily die out. They only die out when you run the manual bid too low. So typically what happens when you run several manual bid ad sets, in tandem, and they can be into going to different audiences, or they can go to more or less the same audience. What happens is that even if you start them at relatively high bid, one or two of them, so a minority of them, it feeds into the 80-20 rule idea. So a minority of the ad sets will spend a lot of the budget and have really great results. That's why those are the ones that you want to keep them at high budget and be very careful to try and trim them. There will be some ad sets that will spend and will have bad results, but there will also be a bunch of ad sets that won't spend much, even though they're set at relatively high bids. Okay, and that's particularly true when you're setting higher budgets on the ad sets. So when you're setting higher budgets on manual bidding ad sets, you will typically have a bunch that don't spend much. So you could call them, died out already at the beginning. Or then there are the ones that spend, but they have high cost per purchase, so you want to slow them down by lowering the bid, and that eventually, when that cycle kind of continues and spirals down, that will lead to those ad sets also dying out or not getting any traffic anymore. So what I do there is, over time, I bring those old ad sets that have died out, I bring them back, and I bring them back in two different ways. The first way is, every now and then, I would say every 3 to 4 days, I go back through the ad sets. I look at them at like a 7-day results. And a lot of times you will find, when you look back for the weekly result, that the manual bidding ad sets that haven't looked good and that haven't looked good in terms of traffic have actually driven in some conversions, which then are typically, or sometimes on some of them, they're at actually really low CPA. Okay, so because you slow them down, you give them a chance to convert on the traffic that they already had before then, and they get some conversions. And because they're not spending any more money, each conversion that they get lowers the CPA until they can get down to a actually very low CPA. And so you want to just pick out the ones that have low CPA, but not a lot of ad spend over a 7-day time period. And at the beginning of a new Facebook ad day, don't do that at the end of the day. Always do that early in the morning. You want to just raise the manual bid back up on these ad sets. Put it back up to $45. Put it back up to $65. Put it back up to a really high number that you think, man, they should definitely get some traffic going at that high bid. Okay, so that's method number one. Method number two is duplicate that ad set, duplicate it into a new campaign, pause the old ad set, and start the new ad set again with a relatively high bid, 45, 35, 65, whatever you find out in your ad account as the correct bid for a high bid that is sure to get you traffic. So that's what I would suggest there on uninstalling manual bid ad sets that have kind of stalled out and dried up for traffic.
So Austin is asking, do you ever, not have to adjust daily bids with manual bidding?
Well, in a perfect world, the ones that perform really well, I keep them at the high bid and they keep performing at the high bid. They may have sometimes a bad day, but if they have one bad day, I don't necessarily even slow them down. I certainly don't turn them off. I look back from today's performance, at least taking yesterday's performance into account, and a lot of times also taking further back, 7-day time frame back into account.
Yep. Awesome. So so Alex, the student is doing manual bidding. A lot of the stuff that Thomas I share is manual bidding. That's one of the ways that we can scale rapidly. And as you can see in the stats shared today, that's clearly what's happening there. So some questions regarding custom conversions, Thomas. How much data is enough, and why they need to use custom conversions?
Very good point. Very good question. I've actually found that custom conversions start working immediately as soon as you create them, as long as the underlying pixel data already has some data. So at the very beginning, you can't make a custom conversion if you haven't had a single purchase yet. The purchase event won't even show up as a selectable option in the custom conversion filter. But if you have a product and it's emerging as a winner, and you have so far optimized for whatever, add to cart or purchase for the standard event, for the general event, you can go in, create a custom conversion, immediately switch that campaign over to the custom conversion, or just start creating new ads based on the custom conversions, and they will work well instantly. So the custom conversion focuses in on the subset of the pixel data that you identify with the pixel. So with the filter, with the custom conversion. So for example, the product ID, if you use the product ID to create the custom conversion filter, then the total amount of reported purchase events will be filtered down, narrowed down to only consider that product ID, only consider the purchases on that product. And that's a strange effect. So it then, the pixel data has collected that product ID's data already on the purchases before that happened on that product. So the custom conversion optimizes the campaigns, but the account data already knows about the conversions on that product ID. So you can work with the custom conversion right away as soon as you create it. There's a parallel discovery that I found with that, and that is that sometimes custom conversions that are smaller, custom audiences that are smaller work better as a source for a lookalike audience than custom audiences that are way bigger. So as in the ballpark of a few thousand, or let's say 1,000 to 2,000 works better sometimes than tens of thousands of people in the custom audience, or even hundreds of thousands of people in the custom audience. And so there are some strange things where segmentation and a more precise sample of the conversion that you're after is better for Facebook to optimize on than a broader sample of data. And that's why you want to use custom conversions when you have identified a winner, rather than keeping going with the general pixel.
Awesome. All right. So a few other questions are, let's go back up to the top, a few more coming in. So what's the main audience sizes that you recommend for scaling with manual bids?
The larger the better, in the sense of moving them from colder to warmer, So it's like, if you always expect the Facebook optimization to be able to find buyers in very cold audiences, you're going to waste some money on Facebook. But if you move them in from colder audiences to warmer audiences with manual bidding, you want to look at very large audiences in the beginning of your funnel. So what does that mean? Let's give you an example. The very cold audiences, you need to get them in with a very exciting and engaging video, and you need to optimize the video you need to optimize the ad for video views, not for purchases. Okay, that's one of the big aha moments. That is how you move people from colder traffic to warmer traffic, is that you don't let Facebook optimization do the entire lifting, from lifting the weight off the ground to putting it above your arms, but you help Facebook out. You make the first step of optimization. Hey, here's a super cold audience. We think they might be interested in the product. They're the right type of niche. They're the right type of interest. Go see if they want to watch this video, okay? And that basically tells Facebook to optimize for video views. And that can be done very effectively on a very cold, very large audience. Now you have a large amount of video views in there that you can use to retarget them directly. Those retargeting ads you can optimize for something further down in your funnel, maybe even purchase. But you can also create a lookalike audience based on these video views, which is warmer than the original cold audience, but maybe not as warm, of course, not as warm as the people who you already know have watched the video. And this is how you move audiences from very cold audiences to warmer and to hot audiences. And you use manual bidding every step on the way. So even on the video view optimized ads, you use manual bidding to put a manual bid on the video view event. Of course, that doesn't have to be $65 because a video view, you can typically get that for under a penny.
Audiences, Thomas. They love to ask questions about audiences. So minimum audience size would say at least 1 million, but the bigger the better, right? And then when you are bidding, you're starting at roughly $45 to see where the traffic's at, and then raising from there or lowering from there.
Typically lower from there on the ad sets that won't work. If you have no traffic at $45, you're either promoting a super competitive niche, or you're promoting a high priced item, or you're promoting a super boring video. I mean,
that's it. that leads me to the next question. Can you provide an example of an engaging creative video ad? So we don't have time to really go into that, but just explain why you would need an engaging ad in the first place.
Okay, well, the reason for going for engagement is that engagement always lowers your costs. When you're bidding for Facebook impressions, you're participating in an auction system, and the auction winner is decided by a combination of how much money you bid on your impressions or on whatever event you're bidding on, and how much engagement you have. So it's like a combined bid. The bid is combined out of how much engagement value your ad has and how much monetary value you bid. The monetary value, it doesn't matter if you have stuff running on auto bid or on manual bid or what event you're bidding on. This is all kind of within the Facebook system. This is all regulated in such a way that whatever manual bid or auto bid, whatever monetary bid you put in there, that gives Facebook an idea of how much money you bet on being able to spend, but it adds whatever that factor is to the engagement value and determines between the two, between engagement value and the monetary value on the bid, it determines who's going to win the most impression auctions. And that's how you win traffic. That's how you get impressions. Now, that auction system within Facebook doesn't determine the results. Okay, if you win a bunch of auctions, that doesn't guarantee you that you're going to get a bunch of sales. But at least that's the beginning of the funnel. And once you generate data in the beginning of the funnel, and you then examine every data point along the way on Facebook and then on your website, on your Facebook pixel, that's when you get some data to work with. You get to where the airplane becomes controllable and where you can actually change directions by making small changes to your bids on the ad sets and by creating certain new ad sets within the system.
Awesome. Thank you so much for those answers, Thomas. That pretty much covers a lot of the questions. Let's get into the next stage of the webinar.
Okay, awesome. And that is a slide that you put in there. So let's actually.
Yeah.
Now, before you go into this, should I refresh the slides at this point?
Yes, please. That'd be good.
I'll do that. Let me see this here. And we'll go right back into presentation mode. There you go.
So essentially, guys, look, if you want to increase your AOV, if you really want to move the bottom line and create more revenue, funnels is one way to go. Okay, and just like this slide here, this is a typical funnel that we roll out when we go into creating what we call a dedicated funnel. So obviously the checkout process within Shopify, it's pretty good. You know, it does very, very well, but you can actually increase the AOV by incorporating funnels. And there's a number of different products out there. You know, there is OCU, which is one-click upsell from Zipify Pages. There's Cart Hook. You know, you can even move to other platforms external to Shopify, such as ClickFunnels. Okay, but the whole point and the strategy behind funnels is essentially you're eliminating the noise, you're taking out the distractions, you're moving your prospect and your customer through a series of pages where they only get to see a particular thing, and that in itself, you know, raises conversion. That in itself raises your AOV. So you want to really look at, you know, how you can increase your conversion by using a dedicated sales funnel. So this one here, we essentially take someone to like a pre-sales page, okay, that really sells them on that front end product. And then obviously once they decide that they're going to purchase, then they go to an order page, which is a checkout page, okay? And on that checkout page, you have other things on there that help conversion. But once you get the sale, this is where the magic happens. Once you get that initial front end sale, where you've converted that prospect into a customer, then you have an upsell. You need an upsell, okay? And one of the easiest upsells to put in place is just to essentially give more of the same thing. So where they've bought one product, offer them more of the same thing, you know? The majority of people, you know, won't take it, but then a small percentage will. And that's how you start to increase your AOV, okay? And then from that first upsell, then you offer them a second upsell, okay? So you can bump AOV again. Now, the best thing that we found to put in place is essentially moving to like a bundle. Give them something that's highly congruent to the first product they purchased, okay? You know, it helps them get, like results quicker, or complements in such a way that it just really elevates what they're doing with that particular product. All right. So if they bought a pair of shoes, sell them a pair of socks, and vice versa, you know. So that's one way to look at it. If they bought one bottle of, say, a particular supplement, offer them a second bottle, you know, and a bundle of products to go with that. And that's the best thing you can do for the second upsell. And like here in this particular funnel, if they don't take the upsell, offer it again as a downsell, but obviously, you know, maybe add something additional, you know, maybe offer a slightly bigger discount, you know, just to entice them, try and get them across the line. But between the start and end of the funnel, it's going to bump your AOV. And generally bumping the AOV, even if you manage to move it 5, 10, 15, 20 bucks, makes a big difference to you in regards to what you can spend now to essentially reinvest into front end traffic. And as well, Thomas made a really strong point here, you know, when it comes to how you do your ads, how you think about the front end traffic, how you do your remarketing, your retargeting, you know, you should be really looking at the 80-20 rule. And we'll get into some other stuff, or we're talking about the 20% of the 20% of the 80-20 in a second. But this is a funnel that you should really look to deploy. It's really quite easy to do, and you can use products like OCU and Cart Hook with Shopify. ClickFunnels is one platform to go to if you are looking to move away from Shopify, or, you know, do something a little bit different. So that's where we are with that one. So if we move on, we can see here's an example of one with Cart Hook. Cart Hook is a Shopify app. It's really quite easy to use, okay? But essentially, you know, here in that that middle page, the second page, so someone's purchased a front end product and then they immediately see the upsell, and you can create these pages really quite easily. Yeah, but remember, the most the conversion as regard to an upsell, you don't want to put the most congruent item to what they've just purchased. Okay, so that's essentially what you want to do. And moving on, this is just a page within Cart Hook that shows you how easy it is really to set up the funnel steps. You know, move people, you know, from the checkout page to upsell page, downsell page, etc., and then obviously onto the thank you page. And it's really quite easy to use. Now, a word of warning that, look, when it comes to funnels, You know, the biggest reason they don't work, or people put them in place and say, hey, it killed my conversion, it really comes down to that congruency and that's providing an irresistible offer. Okay. Now you have to look at the products, you have to look at your margins, you know, and see what you can afford. All right. But believe me, if you can get that small bump in your AOV, it's free money. Okay. And it's just going to help you with your front end advertising budget costs. All right. So, but look, listen, even with Shopify, even with funnels, there's a big problem out there, and essentially it's cart abandonment. You know, just because someone clicks on your ad, goes over to your product page, you know, not everyone puts it in the actual cart. Okay, so when they don't put it in the cart and they leave, we call them browser abandoners. When they do put it in the cart and they initiate the checkout process, then that's what we call a cart abandoner. And unfortunately out there, you know, worldwide and all those stores, there's nearly a 70% you know, abandonment rate. But, you know, it can be fixed. So I'm going to share a couple of things, you know, what we do and how you can, you know, basically get back some of those lost visitors, and it is really quite easy. Okay, so rather than concentrate 100% of your effort on front-end traffic and how to acquire the customer, you should put some back-end systems and very simple systems in place that really help you with cart abandonment. So let's take a look. So cart abandonment, like here's a recovery, what we call recovery aspect of a system we call the behavioral remarketing system. Okay, so I'm going to talk a little bit about that, but I'm just going to share the strategies first. Okay, so essentially within the behavioral remarketing system, we have 8 pillars, and the first pillar is recovery. Recovery is extremely important because I said that they're leaving. You know, but if you can save them, it makes sense too. So as you can see in the screenshot here, we essentially put a recovery strategy in play. It's a cart abandonment email series, and we start off with essentially 4 emails. Now, what you have to do really is try and look at your incentives. Now, as a last effort, you know, we move anywhere between 10 up to 20% max on a last chance offer. And it works extremely well because remember, you have already paid for the traffic. So if you can recover them with a simple email sequence, then you're going to get some customers, you know, converted from prospects. And Thomas, I just did a snapshot for one of our clients' stores. They've had the cart abandonment in roughly a week now. And the first couple of emails for the buy or die sequence. So straight away you can see there it's got back. And this is an automated flow. So if anyone you know recognizes the dashboard here, this is from a product called Klaviyo, which is an email system. We can see that in the last 7 days since implemented the cart abandonment, 10% of sales now are coming back from cart abandonment, which is awesome. So we had 71,000 in sales revenue, 7,000 now is being reported back from the cart abandonment sequence. And automated flows, yes, automated. So once this is in place, you pretty much set and forget. Well, you know, I say pretty much. You have to tweak. You want to improve things ongoing, but this one here is doing extremely well. So that is the recovery and how you implement a cart abandonment email sequence. But it doesn't stop there. Okay, you need to go on and move on to another product which you can use, which is also cart abandonment but works on SMS. Okay, and Carts Guru is this particular product, and as you can see here in this screenshot for one of our client stores, SMS is resulting in 11.4% of revenue, you know, which is way more than email. And the reason for this is simple. Okay, if you can follow up through multiple channels, okay, like email and then SMS, you will follow up with that prospect in a different way. It's called omni-channel. It's about how you get in front of the prospect through different mediums, one being SMS. Okay, So you need to use this. It will help you. And as you can see there, it gets a bigger result than email. And why does it get a bigger result? Well, just look up where you are now. I bet you your mobile phone is in arm's reach. Everybody has them. I mean, like, you walk around all day, they're in the car with you or wherever, they're next to your bed when you go to sleep. It's at arm's length. The open rates on SMS are approximately 82%. Compare that with a good subject line on an email, and you're talking about 20, maybe 25%. So that's why email SMS is doing extremely well to help in the recovery of cart abandonment. And I said you can use this tool, CartGuru, to do that. Now, word of warning: you need to have an email recovery email series that works. There's no point putting it into the CartGuru platform until you have that. So that's why we use Klaviyo. We test it, we get to it where we're happy, then we move it over there. Okay, because it's sending an SMS after the email, and normally within 1 minute after the email. Okay, so that's why it's having great effect. The email goes out, and then the SMS reminds them, and then obviously they then see their emails as well as the SMS. So multiple follow-up touch points. That's what you can remember. Follow-up. It's all in the follow-up. So that's what you got to do with these sequences. All right. So then if we look at the next one, we can see here the setup is easy. You set up your emails, you use the same subject lines, and you set your SMS to essentially 1 minute after. And you follow the same principle. If the incentive is 5% or 10% or 15%, then you put that in there. But I can tell you, as a rule of thumb, we are generally going 10%, 15%, 20%. Okay. Every niche is different. You have to look at your margins. The bigger the incentive to try and entice them over a longer period of time, that's what you need to do. So with our cart abandonment sequence, we go a maximum of 7 days. Okay, a maximum of 7 days. At the very least, at least 4 days. Okay, and the timings that we do are 20 minutes, 4 hours, 24 hours, 48 hours. All right, that's a typical four email sequence. All right, so you can do that. Cool. So let's talk a little bit behavioral remarketing. As I said, there's 8 pillars. We are going to be detailing these at the event, and what I want to make you aware of is essentially you need all of them. Okay, and I'm going to explain why. Okay, so recovery is extremely important. As I shared with you there, a couple of examples of what you can do. You put that in place. Just the recovery, just the cart abandonment sequences could be getting you an additional 10%. But if you can put a lot of these other ones in play, then you could potentially be getting up to 40% to 50% additional revenue by having this stuff in place. So just think about that for a second. If you could get 50% more revenue, how would that change things for you? Well, I can tell you this. It would allow you to do as Thomas suggests and actually concentrate and put more budget into your advertising, because you can make more money on the back end. All right. And I want to speak about a section, what we call remarketing segments. Now, remarketing segments are extremely important. And Thomas, you touched on one earlier on with regard to videos, that use a strategy out there where you can essentially use videos, go for video views. Video views make a dynamic audience of people watching it, maybe 75+%. And then you can remarket to them, retarget to them, and make them other offers, show them other things, show them the same product, show them an additional incentive or discount on that product, or show them a video of the collection of that particular product to get people to buy, because it's multiple touch points. Follow up consistently and you will make sales. I guarantee it. But remarketing segments are extremely important. So Thomas talked about the 80-20 rule. Okay. And here's one little tip for you. Okay. We also go after the 20% of the 20%. So in effect, it's a 4%. And one of those segments is what we call the VIPs. So what we're looking for is to find our customers that are spending the most money. And the 80-20 rule is this: 20% of your customers will be generating 80% of your revenue. So why not create a dynamic audience based on these people that you should go after? Because if they're spending way more money than the average, customer, then going after those people is going to be beneficial to you. Okay. And this is what we call a remarketing segment. So you can do that in a few different ways. Okay. So one example is you can set it up in your email system. You set up a high AOV range of dollar value, and then it will create an audience for you. Then you can integrate that with Facebook. It will be dynamic, and then you can essentially create a lookalike audience from that dynamic profile. Okay, so that's a tip for you. But remarketing and using behavioral remarketing to your advantage as people go through, your store, your funnels, and as they progress, you want to look at one thing. You want to look at where is the buyer intent happening. Buyer intent, because once you understand where the buyer intent is, you can create multiple different remarketing segments. We create 8 different segments based on that are dynamic, and how we then feed that back into audiences for ourselves. And that obviously helps you with targeting the right people that are going to convert. Okay. So Thomas, let's talk a little bit about results. We've got some slides coming up of, we've helped hundreds and hundreds of people with our training programs and with our events. And to be quite honest, the results are staggering. Some people just, like even this free training today, people are just going to implement, and people are going to get positive results. And that's what you guys need to take away. Just go and implement this stuff, If you sat there and you overthink it day in, day out, week in, week out, that's why you're getting poor results. But through positive actions, you will get data and you will get results. And just like that screenshot, this is many of the people that have attended our training, our live events, and who have implemented, one or more strategies to amazing effect. Okay. And I'm every day, Thomas, we get new testimonials, we get new screenshots for people that say thank you, and really love sharing that type of stuff.
Yeah, it's fun to see the different dates here. It goes like October, March, February through April.
Yeah.
And now, on the next pages, we'll see, more stuff that is like super current, January to July 9th. That's through yesterday. I want to just tell everybody on the call right now, stick with us here for the next handful of slides for some awesome bonus offers that are only available going to be here on this webinar. So hang in there. We want to obviously, tell you a little bit more details about what you can expect to get on the event and in the event. We have virtual tickets coming up for sale and some awesome special webinar bonuses. So stick with us here and, just kind of indulge in these awesome, motivating screenshots and results.
Yeah. So this is a screenshot. I just snapped it while Thomas was giving his part of the presentation from one of our client students who really only started with his store back in very late January. And just like all of us, when you're starting out, you start off slow and you increase based on the data you get back. So over that period now of Thomas, when did they really start with us? Was it around about May? I think
I think it was in the middle of April, or towards the end of April. Yeah. So somewhere in this time frame.
Yeah. So, and they started to do quite well. They implemented, and they were brand new to the niche that they went in. They'd never been in there before, and they did same as a lot of other people. They just got started. They started to implement, and they read the data and they looked at their reports and they tweaked things. And that's what you have to do with this business. You have to tweak things, okay? Make adjustments, change the ad creative, change the copy, change the targeting. But positive small steps get positive results. Okay, so that's what they did, and obviously they wanted then to actually increase things, eliminate the big learning curve. They weren't happy with the results, and they joined Thomas and I, and we helped them out. So this is the kind of thing that once you have other people that have been there and done this and can show you a quicker way. I mean, me and Thomas don't know everything, but we've done a lot, and we know pretty much what all the mistakes are. But we're very good at analyzing data. We're very good at putting things in place that actually help us, by using tools, different strategies, different back-end systems, and essentially that's what you guys can learn. Okay, it's not something that it took us years and years and years and years and years to learn. These guys, after some sessions of coaching and obviously being shown what to do, started to get better results. And that's what it is, guys. You have to put certain things in play. Now, so let's talk a little bit about the event, and what we got coming up, how we can help you. And Thomas, we're going to talk about Facebook Mastery. We're going to talk about Pixel Mastery, and what it's all about. How can it actually, help these people? And then we'll get into some of the stuff that we're going to share at the event, share stuff about the speakers. And then we're going to get into a little couple of bonuses that these guys need to hang around for.
Yeah, exactly. So in the Facebook Mastery aspect of the event, we're going to talk exactly about the best and biggest systems to effectively market your offers on Facebook. You need to get the most engaging offers. You need to be able to identify the most engaging creatives and how to set them up and how to create them. So details on that will be at the event. The most effective targeting that you can use to engage your broad audiences, very large audiences, and help you with that with the powerful testing and scaling methods that are based on the mechanics that Facebook is offering with the Facebook Pixel. So don't get distracted by the Facebook group chatter about, who knows what the optimization actually does, blah, blah, blah. There is obviously mechanisms there that Facebook has installed in order to help us out and in order to make our ads more effective. And then we're going to get into funnel mastery. Now this is kind of, these slides here, analyzing the content and just putting everything in the groups. We will have day 1, and then we have day 2 and day 3 as the mastermind days. So we'll have all of this content on day 1 and in-depth versions of the content where we go into it again and more in depth with our speakers and with our own content. On the mastermind days, we'll have, other things there that we share. So the reasons you need funnels, John just went over. It is so that you can skyrocket your conversions. You can better tweak your conversion results. You can maximize your profits by increasing your average order value, and you can get the long-term benefit and the long-term bonus from your efforts in marketing to the front-end sales by putting back-end funnels in place. Okay, so this is the whole point of attracting buyers and acquiring buyers, is that you put back-end funnels in place so that you can make more money for less money spent, because every single business out there is acquiring customers in order to get and to give value to those customers over time and to extract more money from these customers in exchange for good value provided over time. No real business in the world acquires a customer just to sell them one thing and then just never ever does do anything to them. So you have to embrace that. You have to learn these things. Otherwise, you're just going to be always chasing your flash in the pants front end sale. Okay, so a hot item we'll talk about in more detail. We haven't had a chance today to mention it at all, but that is recurring profits. That is like so hot right now. Everybody is trying to make this work, and only very few people have the success and the methods that we are going to introduce there in the event about how to turn your back end, your front end buyers, not only into back end sales that happen one by one, but where they happen on clockwork, on a regular schedule. And then the business growth mastery is really this is where our speakers come in. This is where we come in, where you're growing a real business from 5 figures to 6 figures to 7 figures and beyond, where you put exit strategies in place, and where you can abandon your own personal limitations, your own personal slavery to getting from a job that you may currently still hold, getting to a job that you create for yourself by putting back end and fulfillment issues on your plate that you have to now attend to like a job. And we show you everything about that and how to get away from that. And so you can build your vision, and you build a well-oiled business machine that matches your vision and makes your vision a reality. So here are the guest speakers that will come in during the event. And one thing that is always so important to stress is that our speakers are there to share and to enrich, and not to pitch you on something, not to sell you on something extra. Okay, so we feel that we've had the experience with our events that bring in more people that can share different perspectives and putting them into a well thought out system where their content, the pieces that they share, really complement each other and work well together to give you an awesome experience at the event and really enrich your experience with the event. That is the way that we're going about it, and this has been very successful for us and for the participants. Do you want to tell anything specific about any of these speakers?
Yeah, I think it's important to really point out. I mean, if anyone knows who Todd Brown is, I mean, an awesome guy, mentor of mine, really understands the psychology behind what you need to put in with your funnels. Okay. He is going to blow your mind with some of the stuff he's going to share. Trey, another funnel guy, done multiple 7 figures with funnels. He is going to be virtually attending and going to be sharing his wisdom as well. We've also got Jordan Gall, okay? And Jordan Gall's from Carthook. So again, another funnel guy. I mean, guy, I think you get the point. Funnels, is one way to really change the revenue and the profit margins in your business. So Jordan's going to be there sharing some of his wisdom. Jamie Smith, okay, and Jamie Smith is ClickFunnels Pro Tools, and I've just found out now he's now on staff with ClickFunnels. They wanted him to join the engineering department, so he's been doing some funky stuff with scripts and how tweaking little things in funnels is bumping the AOV and lifetime value. So they're the funnel kind of guys. And then we've got Frank Keeney. Frank Keeney was with us last year. She had some amazing stuff with video last year. And again, he's going to be sharing video again this year. He is just a man that really understands how to get the best out of video, and he's going to be sharing his wisdom. We've also got Dimitri coming back. Dimitri was also he's been at a couple of our events now. He understands really Google Analytics, diving into the data and setting things up there, because it's a big area you need to be aware of, okay? How you mine the data, how you set it up, how you can look at GA, even things like setting up a funnel, to see where the drop-offs are within your funnel and GA, and then things like how to understand UTM tagging as well, okay? Adam Maltese is coming from Shopify. Shopify wanted to come along. Me and Adam known each other a couple of years. He's going to be sharing some of the new stuff that they've got coming out with Shopify. So he's going to be an awesome guy to share his nuggets of gold too. And Sophie Howard. Sophie's brilliant. Originally did very well with Amazon, but she has just really worked out with her own system how to find hot products. How she goes about her research is completely different to everybody else. She's going to be sharing with you what she's been doing with Amazon and how she's now moved that over to Shopify. So she uses both platforms, but she also realizes that, you know, you have to own the customer. You have to own the customer on the back end and how you can make more money with the backend systems and follow-up. So she's going to be sharing a lot relating to Amazon and how you can learn from Amazon, how you can use the data to your advantage to find these really wonderful products that, you know, she just seems to find and just kills it with. And then we've got Brett Thompson. Brett Thompson is an amazing copywriter. He knows how to persuade people with his copy, you know, and he's going to be sharing lots of stuff. Now, this guy, and I love this guy, he has done over $750 million online through copy. And, you know, he's a veteran, so he's going to be sharing his wisdom. And then last but not least, we've got Dr. Nick Lucas. And Dr. Nick's going to be joining. And, you know, in this entrepreneurial world that we all live in, you know, sometimes we don't get the best things out of ourselves. You know, we lack focus. We lack the clarity. You know, we get overwhelmed. We really beat ourselves up in relation to the results we get. We get frustrated. So Nick is going to be sharing some stuff around what you can do around your mindset, how you can actually improve in your performance and get more out of yourself, you know, related to work, life, you know, and that work-life balance. So Nick is an awesome guy, and he's going to be sharing his wisdoms. So we have an amazing speaker lineup, and the number one thing that me and Thomas have, you know, will never change is these people are coming along to share their wisdom with you, and it's a non-pitch. That's the biggest thing. So these are value add people that really do want to help you and us. And a lot of these guys help us in our businesses too. So that's essentially our guest speaker lineup, which is amazing. Okay. So, Thomas, they are industry experts. That's why we've got them to come on board and to share their wisdom. You know, they will be sharing top-notch information, what's working for them, because a lot of these guys are doing multiple seven figures. You know, so they're going to be sharing their wisdom with you. Okay, and it's also nice to talk to these people. They all have backstories. They all, you know, struggled in the beginning, but they persevered. You know, they have, you know, kind of that entrepreneurial spirit, and they're going to share it with you. So the event. So what are some of the reasons to come? Well, one of the main reasons is networking. I love networking. I love actually meeting with you, all you guys there. You know, we share things in and around the presentations. You can get up and personal with us all, including the speakers. And really, like, you know, I mean, Thomas, we've even had people walk up and they've got the laptop in hand, and we've helped them tweak a couple of things there and then, and they've reported back later on.
Definitely,
that
and we will make
things have improved.
Yeah, and we will make opportunity happen for this. So
yeah,
absolutely.
So it's about networking, mixing with your peers. There are going to be people there who are doing 6, 7, 8 figures, you know, and they will share what's working with them, you know, as we will, you know, as the speakers will, but other people at the event love to share too. And that's why you need to be there if you can physically. Okay. And I guarantee there will be relationships built. There will be partnerships built. There will be 7-figure partnerships and deals done at the event. Okay. So it's not just about hiding behind your computer and watching it virtually. If you can get there, it opens new doors. It's exciting. Plus it allows you to switch off and actually get out of doing mode and get into this education mode and learn the new stuff that can really propel your business forward. Okay.
You know, it's really fun to see. I've been looking at the group photos, you know, that we took in Frankfurt and in Singapore and in Los Angeles. On the Los Angeles group photo, there are so many people there that have gone on to literally build 7-figure businesses that were just starting out. You know, Gabriel, is the biggest example for that. You know, recently
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
been
he's doing
posting
really well.
screenshots and videos from luxury cars driving in New York, and I think he's launching his own mastermind groups now and stuff like that. So he has had awesome success. And there are several other examples. I mean, the event in Los Angeles last year was basically our kickoff event. It was the first really larger one, but it wasn't all that large. I think we had like 50, 60 people in the room. This year will be quite a bit bigger than that. But even out of those 50, 60 people in the room, the results that were produced there through networking, through participating in the event, and through really implementing and kicking things into gear and into action is just absolutely awesome to see. But with that, not to poo-poo the fact that you can't make it live. Okay, well, the next best thing is now on sale as well and available, and that is the virtual tickets to the event. Okay, so if you can't attend live, the live stream and the recordings are available. So the live stream, the way it works is we live stream every single session that is presented there by the speakers. We stream it as it happens, and we stream it actually to a private Facebook group. And in the private Facebook group, it will turn instantly into a replay recording a few minutes after the session is over. So that means you can participate live. You can also, if you don't want to get up at 3 a.m., if that's the time zone that you're in when the session is live taking place in Los Angeles, you just sleep in until 6 a.m. It's fine, or 8 a.m., whatever you want. And then you go back and start with session one because it'll be already live as a replay session, and you can catch up with it that way with the recordings, kind of like broadcasting big sports events where they do like live delayed, so you can start on the first session when you wake up in your time zone, and you start on the first session on the first day, and by the end of the day, you'll be caught up. In the live sessions, you can ask your questions live. We will have staff members that will monitor the live session, the live streams, and that will go in there and give us your questions that come into the live stream so that we can answer them in the Q&As that we'll do within the live sessions on stage at the event. Okay, so you're participating live, even though you're virtually participating and you're not physically attending. And that is awesome. So now these bonuses, I don't know what you put in here, John. I don't want to even just kind of scroll because I think you're literally throwing the kitchen sink out right now. But so what are we doing here?
All right. So what I'd like to do is offer a couple of bonuses, for this fast action takers. Okay. So an incentive for them to actually, make the decision to come and join us and meet with us and actually be there and get all the valuable information we're going to share with the people that attend. But to make it a no-brainer, that we have our Ecom Apprentice program. Okay, it normally sells for $1,495. We've only ever opened it once. It was actually just before the Singapore event. Okay, it was an amazing success. But we have the program available for you. Okay, it is a step-by-step program where it takes you, even if you're a complete beginner and never really done anything or got anything to be successful with Facebook ads and on your Shopify store, and how you basically go step by step by step. Okay, now we have put a detailed system together that shows you everything in that program. Essentially take someone who's not quite made it yet or hasn't been able to get it working, or is a complete beginner, and show you the steps of how you get this stuff up and running. Okay, and people have gone through that program. I think one of the screenshots we showed earlier on was from a young guy called Jade, and Jade reported back after going through this program and attending our last Singapore event. he actually was doing 25K plus days.
That's
Now,
awesome
you
stuff.
know,
I mean,
I mean, you know,
yeah, the
it,
apprentice program was based on Sean Anthony's experience of teaching his family members, his mom and his
that's
siblings,
right.
who had never done anything in e-commerce, to set up a Shopify store from scratch and to select products from scratch, to do everything with drop shipping, to do everything with worldwide targeting, and start getting success there right away and building it out to, mega multiple $1,000 of revenue and profits per month. So that's definitely
Yeah,
a great
yeah.
thing to get
And,
through.
and the good thing about that program, Thomas, it really does address the main problems out there where people are stuck. They can't find that hot selling product. They can't find the starting point to really go through a testing phase with their ads, starting with a lower budget, because not everybody has a massive amount of money, to start with a budget. And that's what the apprentice program is extremely good at. Okay. It shows you the steps that you need to go through to look to find hottest selling products, how to test them on a budget, and then how to scale them out in a certain way. Okay. Next, we have access to the Singapore tapes. And as I said, Jade was at Singapore. He took the apprentice program and he took us up with a Singapore event. And we're going to give you the recordings, the professionally mastered recordings of the whole event. So you can take the apprentice program and go through it and get up and running. You can then go on and start looking at the Singapore tapes. Okay. The difference between the LA event and the Singapore tapes, well, there's some new strategies. We have new data to support different things, as Thomas shared, and a couple of the things today earlier in the presentation. The updates within Trackify is a good example, but it's new strategies. We've got different speakers, and there's obviously, you get the Singapore tapes that's valued at $1,995. Okay, so if you join us and grab your ticket, whether it be physically in person and get yourself to LA for the 14th, 16th of July, then it's awesome. You can take advantage of touch, feeling, rubbing shoulders and networking. But if you can't, you can still come virtually, but you will get instant access within 24 hours because our staff don't work 24 hours. They'll give you access to this stuff and you can go through it before the event. Okay, you have time. You might have some sleepless nights catching up, but you can have access to that information. So total value is $3,490. Okay, and the good thing is it's a step-by-step process you go through. The apprentice program, and then you can dive into the tapes and then maybe just go, I want to learn the manual bidding, or I want to learn something about funnels, and you can go straight to that information. But it's an offer for you guys to give you even more value. But the most important thing, this stuff shared works. The testimonial proof is it's not fake screenshots and stuff like that. It just works. All right. So that's your bonus. So our tickets, they are still on the slight early bird. They will be going up, I think, within 24 hours to the full price of $2,495. We've got 4 days left to the event. If you want to join us, you want to get this information, if you really want to get ready and implement this stuff, and I can tell you now, if you come to the event and you get everything you need and you put this stuff in place and you get ready for the specific time of the year, which is October through to Christmas, and you've got this stuff and you put it in place, then it's going to change the way that you look at your business. Okay, so I'm super excited, Thomas. I mean, it's only a few days away. It's been like, months in the planning. It's nearly there. I can't wait. It's our anniversary. Can't wait to get you there and give that big hug, year anniversary.
Awesome.
But
So I just want to point out there are now these special buttons here for the virtual passes. This is a shot from the order page. and you already have the register now button live in your Webinar Jam page right now on the right side. So you can click that. That will take you to this page that you can scroll down on. Right here on the top are the buttons for the virtual passes. You can choose the 1-day pass here and the 3-day pass. And you can scroll down, look at the video testimonials, look at the detailed breakdown of the content by speaker and by day. And at the very bottom of the page, you can order the live tickets as well. There are also, this obviously time is of the essence now. You got to get in there now. You got to get in there today. Tickets are going to run out, particularly the live tickets. But go ahead and place your order as quickly as possible. Are there any limits on the bonuses? Do we have them limited to only a few? Or is it just open for now for the day or for the next 24 hours? How is that?
It's while the early bird pricing is still available. So
Okay,
that will
so
be
we
for
could
the
take
next
them away
24
at
hours.
time when we have lost enough money on giving away the bonuses. We'll turn it off.
Well, this is the only time that these bonuses are available, and the Ecom Apprentice program. Yeah, we don't know when we're going to open it up again, but it is an amazing program that just takes people step by step. So if you're looking for a program that helps you in that way, that is really designed in that way to help you from a completely beginner or you've not got anything working, then that's going to help you. Our advanced strategies that we share at the event really take you to the next level. They scale from where you are. So if you're currently doing, 5 figures a month, then you can scale to 6 or 7. Okay. It really is down to you, but the strategies work. All right.
Well, you
So
really
if you're
have to ask
stuck,
yourself the following question. Do you want to keep doing what you're doing right now? Do you want to keep going on
exactly.
the Facebook groups and having all the negativity there, all the different ideas that come about there every single day? There's a different kind of noise about the latest and greatest strategy, and there's a different panic of the day that is happening because of something that someone observes in their Facebook account and distracts you from really pursuing what you need to pursue. You need to get this
Yeah.
focus, and you need to get a focused plan. You need to get a system that works for testing and a system that works for scaling. And that is exactly what the event does for you. Take the event as an occasion to kick off your new commitment to tuning out the noise and tuning in what works. Learn it at the event, whether you were there on in life and in color, physically, or whether you participate in the event by virtual broadcast ticket. Take that occasion, take that opportunity to focus and scale and go from the beginnings of your business, reset everything, and then get ready to scale it, put everything in place that you need to make it an awesome rest of the year and an awesome Christmas season and an awesome success story for your year 2017. But tune out the trash, tune out the chatter, and tune in the focus and tune in what matters. And that's what we're giving you at the event.
Exactly that, and we're proud in the fact that we were the first to really really understand the pixel, how to understand the data, really understand how to scale with manual bidding, and we have trained all the other people out there that are now teaching little bits of it or sharing little bits of it, but we are the guys that started it all off. So if you want to get the most up-to-date information, then attend the event. Okay, that's all there is to say about it. But it's a value-packed event. You will get everything you need. You'll walk away with your tools and systems and strategies that are really going to help you essentially grow your e-commerce business. Okay, so Thomas, I think we've got a couple of more questions there, so I want to tackle them, give people a little bit more help before we disappear. So let's have a quick look and scan through. So a few people are asking about the SMS recovery system. It's called carts.guru. Okay, and it's an app that links to your Shopify store. So that's the app there.
I want to add one small word of warning there. I've noticed in customer service for Trackify that Cards Guru in some cases is adding pixel event data, and you have to be careful with that. I would actually suggest to turn that off, and I'm not familiar enough with it to know if you need to ask them to turn it off, or if you just don't put in your pixel into Cards Guru, or how to make it happen. But be careful and make sure that Cards Guru doesn't mess up your pixel installation in Shopify.
So get the support is really quite good. So just get onto support and have a look and make sure you do switch that off. If not, get onto support. Okay, so scanning through here, Thomas. Is it advisable to use funnels during testing phase or only on winning products? The quick answer is on winning products. Okay, you have to find what's working first. You have to get some level of success, and just like anything that we do, if our conversion rate is at 3%, that's the average across the board. If it's converting at 3% in your store, then a dedicated funnel, you should be able to lift that quite a lot. Okay, and that's what I suggest you do. Test with Shopify. It's the quickest way to get stuff up and running. And then when it's working, then you can start to look at funnels increasing, things like AOV, adding upsells, and maybe back-end systems as well. Okay. So Chuan says, it's disappeared now. The questions are moving around, Thomas. I have an ad set working well with order bid, CPP, $10, and I want to scale using manual bid. So, yeah, I mean, that's the way to go, Thomas has shared how he would do it, and it's, Thomas, would you essentially clone that, change the objective, set it to manual bid, and start it off at what? $20 bid, $25 bid? What would be your normal thing to do on something that was run on order bid that was doing quite well?
Well, he's not saying what the current budget levels are that are working on auto bid. That's a big consideration. If you have an ad set that's working on $5 or $25, that doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to work well on manual bid with a higher budget and a manual bid in there. But to move it from there, you want to create a step in between. Generally speaking, I test between $50 and $100 now on with budget setting of that amount, just because I need to generate more data faster rather than waiting for days until I get some results. The problem with the lower budgets is always that results are so insignificant statistically that if you try to implement that and apply this to a higher volume, it almost always instantly just breaks down and doesn't work. So you have to have a way of testing with more confidence, with higher budgets, take the data that you recover from higher budget tests and use that to then decide, what to do. You have to look at things like CPM. CPM shouldn't go all that high. You have to look at all the data that is in there in order to decide, what to scale. And a lot of times, scaling something like this, the best idea is going back to the audience and warming more of them up with a video view optimized campaign, and then going after the video views and direct retarget them, because those are the warmed up audiences where you don't have to waste a bunch of money, a bunch of ad spend on trying to show the ad to, who knows who. In the beginning, your Facebook pixel can't work wonders on purchase optimization because they don't have enough data gathered yet to know, to get reliable information about who's going to buy. But they have enough information gathered about who's going to watch an interesting video. And then you can retarget them and get them in at a lower price point and start your manual bidding that way.
Awesome. So do we recommend a particular upsell app? Well, there's one-click upsell, OCU, which is from Zipify Pages. That's one you could potentially use. and there's another one called Carthook. So they are two that we're familiar with and we use. But yeah, one of them will do what you do. It really comes down to the pricing aspect. OCU is, I think it's about $47 a month, Thomas, if I remember rightly. And Carthook's about $300 a month. There's a big difference, but they are completely different, aimed at different people, and they have different results. So it really depends where your budget is, but they both pretty much allow you to put funnels in place in the Shopify store. Okay. All right. Let's see what else we got in here. So Alex saying, how do you decide on what product to sell? Well, you have to essentially find hot selling products in a given niche, you know, whether it be specific niche or general. You have to go through the same process. You know, you have to go through and find these products that seem to be of interest, you know, that are currently selling in the marketplace. You know, that's the best way to look at it, you know, and go through the testing phase. Okay, so that's how you essentially find something works, and when you find something works, then you start to scale as explained. So someone's asking, CPC is good, CTR is good, but the CPA is high. What do you suggest? I asked him for more info. He's saying on auto and manual bid.
Oops, sorry, was that a question for me? Sorry, I wasn't listening.
It was, yeah. So a question about CPC is good, CTR is good, and the CPA is high. What do you suggest? And my question back to him was it on manual or was it an auto bid? And he's come back and said both. So what would be your suggestion if the CPA is high?
Well, if the CPA is high, then you have to decide if that's a good enough way to drive your initial buyers, to acquire your buyers, right? The initial CPA depends on a lot of things, but the essential question that you have to ask yourself is, do you have to have a lower CPA in order to make it worth your while? And if the answer to that is yes, then you have to change something. So what do you need to change? Well, there are basically three levels of changes that you can make. You can change the creative and see if you can get more engagement. Therefore, people will be cheap. The traffic will be cheaper. Therefore, everything will be cheaper on the way to the purchase. And if the conversion rate stays the same, which sometimes it even goes up when you put in more engaging video in there, then the CPA will go down. So that's one way. Change the creative, make a more engaging creative. You may also, of course, tweak your targeting. If you have your targeting, if it's not quite dialed in yet, so you can improve the targeting. You can get people that will engage better with your existing campaign, then that will also do the same thing. You may have to change your offer altogether. So maybe you can change a normal offer to an offer with free shipping, or a normal offer to a buy one get one offer, or a normal offer to a bundle offer, or something like that, or a bundle offer where you add something of value to the same offer and make it a higher perceived value. So, and then again, you can make a new creative for that, new video that's more engaging because now the offer is different, and that will also then do the same thing. So expecting manual bidding to fix something that is broken on a different level is not the right thing. It's not the right approach, okay? Manual bidding is good for scaling something that is working. You can also use manual bidding for testing, but that's kind of a different subject. We mostly deal with manual bidding in terms of scaling. It's a scaling system, okay? Helps you scale something that is working, and it scales it without losing too much ROI. Usually when you scale, particularly when you scale like heavy duty scale, you're going to end up losing a little bit of ROI, but you're making a lot more money because you're 10x your results. But the point is, manual bidding is scaling something that's already working. If you have something that isn't working and you try to make manual bidding on that, then it's kind of like you're turning up the gas without having properly figured out how to work the clutch the right way. Right? I don't know. It's not a super cool metaphor here, but you know what I'm getting at. The point is, manual bidding doesn't improve something that is broken on the level of the creative or the level of the offer or the level of the targeting. So look at these three aspects to tweak things until you get better CPA, and then try to scale that with manual bidding.
Awesome. Awesome. Let's have a look what else we got in here.
So there are a couple of questions that I'm catching here. Do you recommend daily budget or lifetime budget for manual bidding? Generally speaking, daily budget is fine. There are sometimes I wouldn't use I wouldn't use a lifetime budget unless you want to make an actual lifetime limited campaign. So I wouldn't use lifetime budget just because you wanted a lifetime budget. I would use my lifetime budget, to send out a coupon offer that expires at a certain time, and then really end the ads at that point, and end the coupon, expire the coupon at that point. But in general, otherwise, daily budgets are way easier to manage, and all the ideas of shifting budgets within the campaign from one day to the other by using lifetime budgets, that's more theory than what I found actually practical, applicable in actual tests. And do you use manual auto bidding for the video views objective? You can use manual bidding on that. You can bid like really low, usually 5 cents. Manual bid on video views gets you plenty of traffic. And then you can whittle it down from there. It works really well. Yeah, and that's that. So, awesome. Yeah, guys, I mean, look, individual questions, like very specific question, like my situation is XYZ, and then very specific data filled in for XYZ, is always really hard to answer, and hard to get kind of like a one size fits all response for that. That's why we have one-on-one programs, and that's why we have group coaching programs that allow us to look in far more detail at specific campaigns, where we get a little bit more background and a little bit more ideas. A lot of times, insights and inspiration from data analysis comes from overall, bigger background of data that is being analyzed. Like when I first started working with that client store that we talked a little bit more about today, we had tons and tons of data to analyze, and I discovered that the larger chunks you create on these data analysis, the more information you can really get. So a lot of times it really helps to have a lot of data and to analyze that, and to analyze it one-on-one. Come to the event, show us your stuff, pull us aside. There will be time to do that. I remember Sam, I kind of remember, very, very vividly in front of me. I can picture it. Sam coming up to us almost in every break with his laptop on his arm.
Laptop.
Hey, can you take a quick look at this? and Sam is awesome. I mean, he was at 3 or 4 events since he came to the Los Angeles event for the first time, and brought his wife. And it's just really great and fun to connect with people.
He was at LA and Singapore, so there's always new stuff going on, the new latest strategies. We learn a lot from the data and what we're doing in our business. And Thomas, even our businesses a year ago from what they look like now, completely different.
Yeah, it's quite different.
Completely different. So, things are ever changing. Facebook's changing stuff. There's new, different strategies, and it's all, it's all white hat. We don't do none of this black hat stuff. So, we go for strategies that actually work. Good old fashioned direct response marketing. We don't do any of this fad stuff. So stuff you learn from us is stuff that will continue to work. Obviously Facebook changes the algorithm. There's new apps that come out that are, we test, and we then, suggest to you. You know, just like Carts Guru, that's a fairly recent new thing that wasn't available a year ago. You know, so we're always testing new things, and we love to share our results, and we like to share stuff that's working. That's why the event is ever changing, and why even if you attended one in the past, you need to attend a new one, because there's always new stuff to learn. You know, there's always new data to support something that's working. Thomas, big algorithm changes that, you know, affected many marketers over the last 6 months. There's been 2 or 3 major ones, hasn't there? You know, and that's why people need to come and get updated, you know, with this information.
Yeah, and it's kind of the nature of running a business and being an entrepreneur, and you know, exposing yourself to a competitive space where, you know, you don't only have changes on the platforms, you also have changes in the way that competition works out and so forth. The only person I know who has magic mystery campaigns that are going forever and ever and ever is our our own Frankie, and he will be there, and he will
He
be
will be there.
grilled on these intensively.
I'm going to lock him in the room for 3 days so he can't get out.
Exactly.
So he spills all his nuggets of gold.
That's exactly right.
That is
You will
amazing.
extract a lot of his wisdom from him.
Yeah. He will starve him until he gives up the information.
Right.
Well, look, pretty much I think we've covered everyone's questions. Amazing. We've still got 90 people on the call. These people love what we're giving them. So, guys, just give me a quick message. You know, have you found the content valuable today? Did we answer all your questions? Because one thing me and Thomas really are keen to do is provide a lot of value. You know, so it takes a long time to put these presentations together, and you know, we like to share the love, as we call it. So if you found value, just give me a quick message there. You know, but guys, look, if you're on the fence, there's a major bonus here. The Ecom Apprentice program, you know, $1,500 worth of value. If you really want to go step by step, you know, and learn how to find hot selling products, how to go through the testing methodology, how to get stuff working on auto, you know, as opposed to manual bid. And then you want to expand on that once you have something, as Thomas suggested, and you can only scale when something's clearly working. You have to know what to optimize and know what to scale. Okay. And that's one of the biggest problems out there. People don't get that winning product. So the e-commerce apprentice program really helps you there. Okay. Then we get into scaling, we get into business growth, we get into, you know, how you leverage funnels, how you put back end subscription things in place so you really can grow your business. And we're going to be sharing all of that at the event. So we do have the Singapore tapes as a bonus, and that's $2,000 as well. So over $3,500 worth of bonuses on offer to you today. Take a leap of faith. You know, if you're an entrepreneur, you got to be a bit of a risk taker. And just like many that have come before you, Thomas, we've had over 500 people now at these mastermind events. So it's been crazy the last year. But I can
Yeah, well,
guarantee
I mean, the risk
every one
is
of them.
really in like I said before, the risk is in following the Facebook groups and exposing your mind to senseless chatter.
Misinformation.
That's the
Yeah.
risk. It's not a
Yeah.
risk to attend the
So
event and
much.
get focused
So
education
much
there.
misinformation out there. It's unbelievable,
Mhm.
you
Right.
know. And you know, you're getting information supported from data. That's how we in Thomas do it.
Mhm.
It's very scientific approach. We learn everything from the data, and we know how to analyze the data, and
Camera
we
here,
show
real quick.
you how to do that.
Just mainly to say bye bye, so we get away from from staring at my immobile images. You don't have your video on today. Well, that's fine. So we're getting ready to leave very soon here for Los Angeles. We're really excited to see you there. We're going to be excited to see you there live, and we're going to be excited. There you are, and we're going to be excited to see you there when you are attending virtually. And like I said, if you're virtual, We're going to take your virtual questions. We're going to let you participate that way. And you have a really good touch and feel. Sales are rolling in. We're doing good for the people out there in Facebook land. I think that we can call ourselves the Pixel Mastery family and our attendees. So if you want to join us into the Pixel Mastery family, do get your ticket now, get your virtual ticket or get your live ticket. When you get your live ticket, you really ought to get it now and book your hotel room. The hotel block is still available at a discounted rate, and there are extra benefits in staying at the hotel. So do take that and get that in as quickly as possible, because that block is expiring any day now. You need to go and reserve your rooms there today. So get your ticket. I'll see you over there, and I'll see you over there as well, John.
Thanks you for coming, guys. If you've got any questions, you can hit us up at support@ecom